I was just a teenager when I first tried to kill myself. And if I knew what I know today, well, this wouldn't change a thing. And this wouldn't change a thing because sometimes what you know doesn't count. Because what you feel just took over. And I didn't have to complain myself. I had everything. A family, friends, good grades. I was surrounded by love. My life was perfect. Despite that, this didn't prevent me from hurting myself, to be destroyed and hurt inside. I was hurting myself because I didn't understand why I have always been like this, why I was so bad while I had everything, and I knew that others were suffering even more than me. I was hurting myself because I felt guilty of feeling so bad while others have been through so worse. I was hurting myself because I was tired of disappointing people while, well, I did not. I was hurting myself because I didn't let people that I love close to me while, well, I did. I was hurting myself because I was alone while when I wasn't. I had this way to see me and it didn't change. This feeling to be ashamed and disgusting of myself, of who I was, what I did. And I was scared that this feeling were never going away. I was afraid to be not good enough, to not become someone good. I was afraid of failing. I was afraid to not be able to move on. Actually, I had a normal teenager life, and yet I was totally devastated. I had those black thoughts. I depreciated myself. I had this little voice in my head which reminded me every day that I wasn't good enough and I didn't deserve to be on earth. I saw evil everywhere. I felt miserable. For me, I was no one, nothing, and I didn't deserve help from anyone. And at this moment, no matter what happened around you, it doesn't matter because it's what you feel who counts and takes over. You are hurt, and you don't think about consequences. To those who you could possibly hurt, broke, if ever you had to leave. Because at this moment, you don't care about the after. You don't see it. It doesn't even exist. The only thing that you know is that you are not good enough, you're not pretty enough, you're not smart enough, you're not nice enough, and everything else. You are just not good enough. And you know what? I was done pretending every day. I was done faking every day. I was done smiling, crying, yelling. I was done of everything. So, someday, I decided that it was time. I read it, there is no one at home to be sure to not be interrupted and saved. I wanted to make sure that everything went well to end my act. And I did it. I was hurt, but relief, because I knew that all my pain will go away. Same for my miserable life. I felt myself go away and I was smiling. So today, yes, I am here talking to you about my past. So that means that it didn't totally went well. Honestly, I don't remember what happened after that. I don't know who or what gave me the strength to just get up. But I didn't go through with it. I healed myself, I changed myself, and I went to my bedroom to cry again. And I cried for the longest minutes in my life, again and again. And I can't tell you how I get here today. I just grow old, and I have learned. And it's true, sometimes I just feel bad, but not as much as before. I understood what I need to understand by this time. You are not alone, even if you think so. One day, you will understand by yourself. You will be okay and you will be happy, even if it's impossible for you now. After all these years, I get what scares me the most and why I was so lost, alone, and why I was hurting myself without even a reason. And one day, you will find it too. Actually, I was terrified of living.